to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a highly requested video that you guys have been asking for a really long time, ever since I became an ambassador for Real Techniques. This video is in collaboration with Real Techniques. I'm going to be showing you all of my favorite brushes, the ones that I use for my eyes, for my face, and then I'm also going to be showing you some tools that I like to use to keep my brushes clean, organized, and just make them last a little bit longer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start off the video with a few products that I like to use to keep my brushes clean and organized. So I mentioned this item in my Insta stories and in my monthly favorites, but I wanted to also mention it in this video since this is only dedicated and I will be only talking about Real Techniques. So this is a Real Techniques cleansing palette. This makes my life so much easier. If you're like me and you don't really like to sit there and spend a really long time cleaning your brushes, this is just going to cut down the time and just make it a lot easier for you to clean them. And it is going to deep clean all of your brushes, from your eye makeup brushes, your face brushes, even your sponges. So what I like to do, I basically like to just put it inside my hand and basically apply the Real Techniques cleansing gel. That's what I've been using lately and I really like it. It's gentle on the brushes, it cleans the brushes very well. Not only that, but it makes sure that all the product inside of the brush is completely out once you're completely done using it. So what I like to do is I basically like to just wet the brush, apply a little bit of gel on the palette, brush it in, wet it a little bit more, and that's completely it. It makes it super easy and fast, and it's something that I've been using and it's been cutting down the time that I spent on cleaning my brushes. And then to keep my brushes organized, I've been using the new Real Techniques 3-pocket expert organizer. I'm going to show you guys a behind the scenes right now. I'll include like a little clip so you guys can see my messy table, but it's basically the best way for me to keep my brushes organized. And not only that, but just separate them as well. So I'll put like my eye brushes in one pocket, my face brushes, and then some of the other brushes that I need to clean I'll keep on the third pocket. But what I like to do is basically put this directly on my mirror in front of me that I used to film. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm more like on the messy side, so anything that can make my life a little bit easier, more organized, I am all about. So I've been really loving that to like keep my brushes organized. Okay, I'm gonna jump into my favorite makeup brushes. You've probably been waiting for this moment. So I'm gonna start off with my eye makeup brushes because that's normally how I would do my makeup. I like doing my eye makeup just so I won't ruin my foundation and my concealer, and then I'll go in and like do my face once my eye is completely done. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with one of my new favorites, which is the new powder blue brush by Real Techniques. This is the B04. This brush is amazing to blend colors in the crease. Sorry about that. I was saying that this brush is really great to blend out colors on the crease, especially like transition shades. It is a tapered brush, as you can tell. It is really great to basically get into like the outer parts of your crease and blend out the colors. I have washed this brush multiple times and it's still very full, very soft. One of my favorite brushes from Real Techniques. Since we're talking about the crease, another brush that I really love to blend out really darker colors on the crease is the Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. I love using darker colors with this because, as you can tell, this is a little bit more tapered. This brush is really great for precise blending. So like I said, I love using darker colors with it just because it is precise and it places the color exactly where I want it to be. So this brush I actually used today on my eyes. As you can tell, I did a cat eye, but I didn't want to have a normal cat eye. I wanted to do sort of like a smoky cat eye. I saw this picture Kim Kardashian posted today and it looked so good. I was like, I really want to recreate it. So this is like my interpretation of what she did. She looked amazing, by the way. So this is the Real Techniques shading brush. And the trick to getting your eyeshadow under your lower lashes to really show up is to have a really good blending brush. Also, don't use really dark eyeshadows. What I did is I basically just applied a dark eyeliner really tight to my lower lashes, and then I blended it out with this shading brush by Real Techniques. And then I went in with a dark brown eyeshadow. I blended everything in and it just made it so smoky, so beautiful. I'm obsessed with this look. I really want to recreate it. If you guys want me to do a full video on it, let me know in the comments below because it was super easy, but it looks so good. I'm really obsessed with it. I can't wait to like go take some selfies in a few minutes. But yeah, this brush is really great to blend out colors under the lower lashes or even to build colors up on the lid. You can use this brush for so many different things. I wanted to mention this one because this is the only thing that I like to use to apply my primer all over my lid. This is the Expert Concealer Brush by Real Techniques. You can use this obviously to apply concealer. It works amazing for that. But I feel like when I'm applying my primer, I use my Soft Ochre by MAC Cosmetics. It should be here somewhere. It blends it out flawlessly. So when I am blending eyeshadows on top of it, I don't have to worry about it like, you know, having some type of texture on the lid. It is completely flat and smooth. And thanks to this brush, it just makes it easy for me to apply it on top. Another favorite of mine is the Real Techniques Detailer brush. This is so great, especially if you're using pigments or eyeshadow that you really want to be precise with, or if you're doing like a cut crease eye makeup look. This is so tiny. I'm just gonna zoom in so you guys can see what it looks like. This is so tiny, but it has the right amount of bristles in it. So it picks up the product and you can literally just place it wherever you want. This little guy right here is so great for applying highlight in the inner corners of your eyes. This is a Precision Smudge brush. And I'm just gonna do a close-up so you guys can see it, but it's perfectly round. It picks up the products and it just applies it directly on the inner corners of your eyes. It doesn't ruin my concealer, it doesn't ruin my eyeshadow. It is just perfect for that. Okay, I'm gonna move on to my face brushes because I have quite a few to show you guys. One of my favorite brushes to apply my foundation is the Real Techniques Buffing Brush. I love this brush because it just applies my foundation so flawless. When I first started my YouTube channel, which was like 4 years now, 4 years ago now, which is crazy, time is just like flying by. I started doing tutorials with this brush, which is insane because I still use it till this day. And one of the things that I love about this brush is that it doesn't soak in the product. So when you're working it into your skin, you're literally just blending out the product. You're not wasting it. So definitely one of my favorite brushes. And then another option that I really love to apply foundation, cream products, my concealer, my cream contour is the Real Techniques Complexion Sponge. I like to use this damp. If you do want more of like a full coverage look, I wouldn't recommend wetting it. Maybe just like spraying a little bit of Fix Plus or a little bit of your favorite spray and then blending the product into your skin. That way you get more of like a fuller coverage look. Moving on to another product that I also like to use for basically blending out my concealer or my cream contour is the Real Techniques Contour Brush. You can obviously use this with powder, you can use it with cream, you can use it with whatever you want. I like to use it with any product just because it blends it out so nicely. When I'm looking for more of like a precise contour, I'll go in with this brush and just outline the hollows of my cheekbones. It blends out the product so flawless. And like I said, I used it today to blend out my cream contour all over my face. And I love it. I think it looks amazing. This is the Real Techniques Multitask Brush. I use this from blush to bronzer to contour, basically for a lot of different things. I use it today to apply my bronzer because I love how dense it is. It has the right amount of bristles to basically apply the bronzer exactly where you want it to be, which is basically the outer parts of my face. Like I said, you can use this brush for so many different things. I also like using it for my blush. And then another brush that I've been really loving because I've been using for a lot of different things is from the Powder Blue collection, and it's the B02. This is definitely a little bit more tapered, so you can use this to contour your face, to apply your bronzer. I really love to apply my blush with it because it places it directly on the apples of my cheeks, and then you flick it out and it just gives you like that natural flush. It's just a really great brush to use. The other day I also used it to apply my highlight and it just applied it so beautiful, so soft. Definitely feels a lot luxurious, like I said, with the first Powder Blue brush, but one of my favorites for sure. And then another brush that I wanted to mention to apply a powder all over the face is the Real Techniques powder brush. This one is so cute because like Real Techniques custom made it for me, so it has my name. I wanted to keep it on display so bad, but like one day I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use it because it looks really good in video. But I love applying my face setting powder with this because it just works the product into your skin. Like I said before, I love a brush that doesn't soak in the product and just blends out the product evenly in my skin. So one of my favorites as well. You can also use this for bronzer. I feel like this is also really good to apply bronzer all over your face. One of my favorite brushes to set my under eyes is definitely this one. This is the Real Techniques setting brush. It just grabs onto the product. I love using my translucent loose powder. Lately, I've been using the new Too Faced loose one, which is amazing. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend it. It has a nice soft matte finish. It doesn't look dry on the skin. What I like to do is basically dip in my brush, tap off the excess, and then just place it under my eyes. I love the shape of this brush. I'm just gonna zoom in so you guys can see it. It fits perfectly under my eyes. You can also use this to apply your highlight. I feel like this is also really good to like get the highlight to show on the highest points of your face. But to set my under eye, this is the only thing that I use. It is just bomb. I love it. I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Those are all the brushes that I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one very soon. Bye.